Play. Did I disconnect again? Lost the coin flip. Alright. That's unfortunate. We really want to be on the play. I'm also going to fumble around a ton, because I am not 100% sure what we're doing here. I'm also going to have to read some of my own cards. So let's do Muscle Band. Attacks the Pokemon stack to do 20 more damage. Sure. So we're going to put Pineco here into play. I'll put my extra Pineco here on my bench. And then Shaymin has an ability when we play it onto the bench. So we're going to go ahead and hold that for a second here. Xeranes. Ooh. Oh, this is not the Rainbow Road Xeranes. Aranes. Choose 2 bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search the library and attach it to that. Sure. This we have plenty of ways to see more cards here. Plenty of ways to see more cards. Each fairy Pokemon has no retreat cost. Sure. Florges. Search the library for supporter card. Reveal it. This deck does 20 damage times the number of grass and fairy Pokemon you have in play. This is probably not going to be a very good first game for this deck. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to start with the roller skates. So we flip a coin. If we win the flip, we get to draw 3 cards. Lose the coin flip. I think I'm going to Ultra Ball here. Discarding these Devolution Sprays. I think we need to get this going. So let's grab that and put this onto our bench here. And then I can go ahead and Shaymin. And when Shaymin... Oh, I messed up. Yep, alright. First mistake. This I should have played out onto the Latios here, so we missed drawing a card here. So this definitely should have been on here. I'd be up a card from that. Flip a coin. If heads, put 1 Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. Alright, so let's go ahead and roller skates here. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 3 cards. Then Forretress. Alright, so we can put the Double Dragon Energy on the Latios here. Then what does this do? Put 1 Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. Oh, these let me redo my Shaymins. Okay, that's funny. This deck's so hilarious. Tails, alright. Try again. Tails, alright. Super Scoop Up, pick up my Shaymin. Play my Shaymin out, draw back up to 6 cards in my hand. Alright, during this turn, the attacks of your Pokemon do 10 more. Okay. Roller skates. Tails, alright, does not get to draw more. Don't discard the... So this one comes to play, put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, I know what Fortress does. Am I supposed to, like... Am I supposed to, like, play Ultra Ball and discard these 2 and go get another Shaymin? Probably. Just keep drawing cards. Draw a bunch of cards. So, red card, my opponent shuffles their hand to their deck and then draws 4 cards. Sounds good. Put those away. Draw 4 new ones. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail, see what we get. Maintenance, shuffle 2 cards from your hand into your deck, then draw a card. Reserved Ticket, flip a coin if head, search your deck for a card, then put it on top of it. Roller skates. Could go ahead and grab maintenance here. I think that's fine. Just take another random. I'm not quite sure what we're doing, but it's amusing. So we'll put the Forretress and the Devolution Spray into our deck, and then draw a card. We got roller skates, flip a coin, draw 3. Heads, yay! We get to keep going. Put one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. All right, so we can battle. What are we battle compressoring for in this deck? Are we just like binning things we don't care about? Coin. Puzzle of Time. You may, if you played one card, look at the top of the card deck. If you played 2 cards, put 2 cards in your discard. Puzzle of Time. That's lit. Recycle. Flip a coin if heads. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. What am I battle compressoring for? I'm probably gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get anything here. Oh, I have to get something for up to 3 cards. I can. Oh, I have to get things here. Anyone know? All right, we're gonna do that. Someone can tell me why what I just did is wrong later. I'm gonna play the Super Scoop Up first here. All right, we got heads. Let's turn the Shaymin to our hand. Play the Latios out. Play the Shaymin. Draw a bunch of cards. Am I just supposed to pass the turn here at some point? Is there something that lets me evolve these right away into the Forretress? Get rid of the Latios and the energy. It's a little late for that. Oh, get rid of Latios and energy. Okay. That's fair, because I don't need a second one on the bench, I guess. Poison that. Tail's not asleep. I think I'm just passing here, right? Yeah, I'm just going to pass. I'm sure we messed that up. Oh, the stadium lets me. Okay. Need the giant plants. Okay. We didn't quite go off this game, but that's okay. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attack except damage to this Pokemon. If you played... You may play 2 puzzle if you played 2... Oh, that's neat. So if I have 2 of these, I can go... That's interesting. I'm going to concede and try again. Which I feel like that's how a lot of my Pokemon matches go. Let's concede and try again. Especially the first time we're trying to think out. The deck is weird. Let's go ahead and let's win the coin flip for starters, and then try and kill them. Yeah, I've watched the deck get played a couple of times, Ryan. I'm just still learning through all the cards myself here. We did a lot of stuff. It just didn't end up doing any stuff after we were done doing it. You know, details, details. Lost the coin flip again. This is the worst. This is like when we were playing Aggro and Eternal and we just lost every coin flip all day. Shaymin as our first Pokemon. That's the feel bads. Opponent concedes. All right. Well, you know. All right, sure. Freebies. All right, let's actually play a game now. People that are hoping to learn what Pokemon is, this deck's especially obnoxious. They're advantaged. Hopefully we win the coin flip and then can kill them before they take a turn. You lost the coin flip. God, we're 0 for 3. You're just getting slaughtered by the 50%. Destroyed. Opponent has to mulligan. We have to mulligan because we don't have any basics. No basics again. No basics again. There aren't many basics in this deck, I guess. Alright, we have our Latios. Good. Done. It's unfortunate our opponent gets to draw like 3 extra cards here. The client is very, very good. Yeah, 50-50 my ass, exactly. Alright, that's that one. I think I know what all these cards do. Acro Bike, look at the top 2 cards, one in my hand, discard the other. For reals, can you legit one-shot, or is this like, no, I watched this guy one-shot 2 or 3 different people in a row. It seems like it's not completely inconsistent. It's very easy if you go first. Yeah, I think so. So we battle Compressor, Archeops. Okay. So it is exactly Charbelcher. Hard to win if you go second. Like Belcher with more effort. Yeah, it's not supposed this for reference, this deck is not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be amusing. Let's do we can evolve them right away. Sure. So let's put start with Trainer Mail, I guess. Found some roller skates here. Let's go ahead and play roller skates, see if we do anything. Heads, draw 3 cards. Alright, so we get to put some energy on here. Get to put a Latios into play. Then our hand actually doesn't have a lot going on here, right? I guess I could play... I could play all these PlusPower outs. Okay, yeah, actually we have stuff to do. So we have all these PlusPowers, which will make my attack do more damage. I can play the Stadium, and then Bicycle lets us draw up to 4 cards in hand. And then look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them back in any order. That doesn't seem particularly good. So I guess we're just attacking. Just attacking with Fast Raid for 70. Got little sweet animations too. It's the little things. It's the little things really. My opponent knocked my Stadium out. That's so rude. It's fine, we've got another one here. I should have... Oh, you think I should have puzzled first? I get to draw an extra card that way. I get to set it up and then draw an extra card. Oh, I guess I'm drawing all of them, but I could have just effectively cycled the puzzle. That's fair. I guess I'm greedy and wanted to play 2 puzzles at once. I don't understand why everyone's conceding today. Come on, bud. That is the downside of low investment things like this with the free to play ladder. Free to play ladder is great in general, but they don't have anything keeping them. All right, come on. Can we win a coin flip? Yeah, we won the coin flip. I would like to go first. Can't attack on the first turn. Yeah, right. Get out of here. Alright, let's play this Latios, and then hopefully they only put 1 Pokemon into play, and then we get them. Don't do anything, don't do anything, don't do anything. Yeah. Alright, so let's do flip a coin, put it from your discard pile on top of your deck. Okay, so I'm definitely Definitely playing that out. What am I battle compressoring for? Someone tell me, what am I battle compressoring for here? I don't want the extra Latios in my deck. I kind of need energy at this point. Is the extra Latios the only thing I don't need right now? Oh, I guess I can... I guess I have this recycle, so I could potentially put a card that I want on top of my deck. That seems pretty good. So I could bin something that I want to draw. I could bin a trainer that I want a trainer mail into. Alright, I'm going to bin a roller skates, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go ahead and recycle heads. Let's put the roller skate. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's put the roller skates on top of my deck. Then let's trainer mail here. Grab the roller skates. Let's play the roller skates out. We got heads, so we draw a bunch of cards. We get a dragon energy. Let's play this red card, shuffle their hand back into their deck, and make them draw 4 new ones. Hopefully those are much worse. Let's play these roller skates out, flip a coin. We're just so unlucky. Play this trainer mail out. Grab this forest of giant plants. This is an interesting question. Is it more correct to bicycle first or Shaymin first? I feel like it's more correct to bicycle first. That's what my gut says, but that could be wrong. Open to what is objectively correct and incorrect there. People's thoughts on that. Like top 2 cards in my deck. One in my hand, one in the discard pile. Choose a card to put in my hand. Search the library for a card and put it on top of it. I don't think... Yeah, that's probably fine, actually, because then if I could Shaymin into it, potentially. So I probably want to get my Forretress going here. That seems good. So I can go ahead and play this Pineco, and then play the Shaymin, and then draw until I have 6 cards in my hand here. And then we can go ahead and level up this Pineco, which does 10 damage to each of my opponent's creatures. So there's the first little bee sting there. So let's go ahead and... Come on. Nobody wants to wait for me to kill them. Well, this deck seems like a great thing to farm with, because everyone just concedes to you when you start going. We got free stuff! My opponent got bored of waiting for me. I would like to go first. Why, thank you. Shaymin as the opener feels real bad. God, this hand doesn't do anything, does it? Ugh. Oh, this hand's so bad. This hand just, like, actually does stone nothing? I could technically play Puzzles of Time, I guess, and look at the top cards of my deck. So the way you win in the Pokemon TCG game, that's another one. Okay, well, now we're definitely playing a Puzzle of Time. We need to look at the top 3 cards of our deck and put them back in any order. So, I want the Shaymin, but I actually think I want to Ultra Ball for it so I can discard some of these extra cards out of my hand. Yeah. Play the Forest of Giant Plants and then pass the turn. So sorry. So how you win in the Pokemon TCG is you have to either collect all 6 of your prizes, which you get a prize card when you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon, and if their Pokemon is one of these special EX Pokemon, you get 2 prizes for knocking that out. Or if you knock out their main Pokemon and they don't have any Pokemon on their bench. The game doesn't have any cards that you're able to play while your opponent is taking their turn, but there's a lot of setup and decisions on your turn, and you are interacting with your opponent by like switching their Pokemon around before you make attacks, and you're attacking their Pokemon directly. Unlike a lot of modern TCGs where the resources are something that you build up and use them to play your cards, you actually attach your energy cards directly onto your Pokemon in order to attack with them. Opponent's got so many Pokemon on their bench. What does this do? Dress up. If this Pokemon has a tool card attached, it's 30 more. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, discarding the Forretress and the Catcher, I think. Yeah, maybe the Catcher was okay. And grab the Shaymin here. And then Shaymin's going to let us draw 3 new cards. And hopefully we got enough cards to let us do stuff. And that hopefully drawing 3 here is going to let us start going off here. Alright, we got a Latios here. Put this energy on it. And let's go ahead and Trainer Mail and see what we find. I got a Battle Compressor, a Super Scoop Up. That's good because it lets us rebuy the Shaymin. So we've got those in the bin. Let's see if the Scoop Up works. The Scoop Up works, so let's go ahead and pick up this guy, which lets us put Latios onto the active Pokemon. And then we could go ahead and play the Shaymin out again if we want. I'm actually gonna play 2 of these, and I would like to grab the Trainer Mail and the Super Scoop Up back to my hand here. Let's go ahead and start with Trainer Mail. Trainer Mail grabs a roller skates here, which we can flip a coin to draw 3 cards. Tails, rats, so unlucky. Super Scoop Up to maybe pick up the Shaymin, which we get. And if we missed with that, that would be fine because then we'd be down a card and the Shaymin would draw us next card. So this Shaymin draws us up to 6 cards in our hand. And we can go ahead and PlusPower, roller. Maybe I should Battle Compressor before I roller skates here. I'm still not quite sure what I'm supposed to be Battle Compressoring for, though. It's not asleep, but it's poison. So now we Acro Bike and take one of these cards. I would love another Shaymin. Really, who doesn't love Shaymin? I'm not quite sure. Again, I don't need Latios, I guess, at this point. And these extra energy I probably don't need. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Then let's go ahead and try the Super Scoop Up, which failed, but that's fine. We'll play this Shaymin out and draw 3 cards. Alright, and then we found a Pineco here, which lets us evolve into Forretress, which will do 10 damage to every one of my opponent's Pokemon when it evolves. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at those. Look at the whole arena shaking, too. Let's put the muscle band on here. Flip a coin if head, search my deck. Alright, tails, that's fine. Let's go ahead and bicycle and draw up to 4 cards in our hand. Let's go ahead and Aero Bike here, see what we get. Grab another bike. Yay, missile head. Grab a Devolution Spray. So what Devolution Spray does is Devolution Spray lets us devolve this Forretress, which brings Forretress back to our hand, which then Forretress goes back onto here and does 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon again. Yep. Knock that out, knock that out, knock that out. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and red card, which is going to give my opponent more cards in their hand, but I want to get my hand lower for Shaymin here. Then I'm going to go ahead and AZ and pick my Fortress back up here. And which lets me play the Pineco out here, which lets me play the Fortress again to deal 10 damage to every one of my opponent's Pokemon. And some of these things only have, this only has 50, and this only has 40 hit points. So let's go ahead and Shaymin and draw up to 6 cards in our hand here. The compressors are for the puzzles, that's fair. So then let's Super Scoop Up. We missed, so let's Super Scoop Up again. We missed, Recycle. Yep, let's try and put a card from our discard pile back on top of our deck. We got a Heads. I think we want to put the Devolution Spray on top of our deck. And let's try and Roller Skates here. We got Heads, so we get to keep going. We got to Devolution Spray my Fortress here. And then we get to Fortress again here, which is going to do 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon, which will knock out these two that only have 40 hit points here. We get to collect 2 prizes from knocking these two out, which will hopefully allow us to continue going off here. Another Pineco, sure. This puts 2 cards. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail here and see what we're looking at. Pick one of your Pokemon up. Yep, definitely happy to have that. So we get to go ahead and use the Scoop Up Cyclone here and pick up this Fortress, which is going to knock out my opponent's bench Pokemon here that has 50 hit points because it's going to do 10 more damage to everything again. This is a good example of how this deck's supposed to work. Knocked out that one. Get another prize card here. Got a Puzzle of Time. Look at the top cards in my deck. Let's go ahead and do that. So Shaymin, Bicycle, PlusPower. I think that's fine. I think at this point I can actually just like knock his guy out almost, right? I don't remember how many PlusPowers I've actually played. Let's go ahead and bike. And then grab this Bicycle. This Storm deck is ridiculous. You are not wrong. Go ahead and play this out. And then Bicycle. And then I got rid of all of my energies, didn't I? Let's go ahead and maintenance and get rid of these. Draw a new card, probably get one of the same ones back. Alright, attack. We might even lose this game. There's like a non-zero chance we lose this game. Yep, that was not quite enough. I'm sure I muddled that up somewhere, too. We did knock out 3 of their bench Pokemon and put 50 on this and 150 on this, so, you know, feeling... This is Pokemon's expanded format. We only need to knock out 1 EX and then 2 others. What's the retreat cost on this guy? And Shaymin's more with Ultra Ball. That I could see that being the truth. We only have 4 cards left in our deck too, though, so I think we just didn't have enough cards to get through this. Expanded is the equivalent of Legacy or Modern. It's the non-rotating format. Well, I'm fairly certain we can no longer win the game, but we waited for our opponent to... Our opponent waited for us, so I'm going to give them the same courtesy to try and kill us here. Yeah, the deck that I'm playing is effectively like the Goblin Charbelcher of Pokemon. Oh, this makes retreat cost free, right? Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Not going to be able to beat through all of that. So, good games, opponent. Why can't I win this game? Because my deck is gimmicky, and we discarded all of my energies with a Battle Compressor. So I can't actually use my bigger attack. So I won't have enough damage to actually battle through. I shouldn't discard all of the energies aggressively like I did, I think. That was a mistake. Win the flip, win the flip, win the flip, win the flip. Can we do it? Can we do it? Do it, do it. Rats. I have to go second. We're so unlucky. We do not have any basic Pokemon. So Pokemon, you're only allowed to mulligan if you don't have any basics in your hand. You reveal your hand to your opponent, and then you take a mulligan. And then for every time you mulligan, your opponent gets to draw an extra card at the start of the game. And again, I'm not putting Shaymin onto my bench because when you bench Shaymin, you get to draw extra cards. Has a Volcanion EX here. And a Staryu. Okay. The old put my fire energy on my water Pokemon. Turn all of their prizes face up. How's it going, Engineer? Dive Balls. The Blastoise deck. No, Volcanion deck clearly. Oh, Dive Ball gets Volcanion because it gets a water Pokemon. This is a split type Pokemon that is fire and water. Alright, our turn. Let's do our worst. Start with Acro Bike. Go ahead and grab some roller skates here. I can't evolve this quite yet, right? Yeah, X hasn't been in play for a turn yet. Got a Tails. That's unfortunate. I could Ultra Ball for a second Shaymin, discarding Forretress and this, and then Puzzles, and then Shaymin. That seems fine. So let's spin these for now. Although I guess if there's not... Okay, the second Forretress is in here, so that's good. If the second Forretress wasn't in there, that could have been a little awkward. So Shaymin, when you play it, you get to drop to 6 cards in your hand. So I'm going to Puzzles of Time just to... Actually, I'm going to hold the Puzzles of Time in case we draw a second one. Because if you have 2 Puzzles of Time, they have a special effect. How's it going, Marty? Let's go ahead and play PlusPower here. And then we'll play another PlusPower. And then we'll go ahead and we'll try and play this Recycle, which fails. And then we can go ahead and Bicycle. I guess if I would have played the Puzzles of Time out... Yeah, I'm going to Shaymin here. Try and find another Puzzles. So when you have 1 Puzzles of Time, it just looks at the top 3 cards of your deck and rearranges them. But if you have 2 Puzzles of Time, you get to return 2 cards from your discard pile to your hand. Go ahead and put this Muscle Band on here. We're getting kind of slim pickings here. Let's go ahead and Bicycle again. Drop to 4 cards. Still haven't hit another Puzzles of Time. There's another Puzzles of Time. So let's do that. There's 4 Shaymins in the deck. So we get to take any 2 cards out of our discard pile and put them back into our hand. We'll grab the Forretress at this point. And I think I'm okay to grab roller skates here. That seems fine. So let's go ahead and Forretress to evolve this. When it evolves, it does 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon. Let's go ahead and roller skates here. If we win the coin flip, we get to draw 3 cards. We win the coin flip because we're a professional. Let's go ahead and roller skates here again. Heads again because we're a professional. And then we get to go ahead and Devolution Spray this Forretress. And then we get to replay our Forretress, which does 10 more damage to all of our opponent's Pokemon. Because the non-coin flip versions of the cards, Marty, are supporters, and we want to do everything right now. We don't have time to mess around and play supporter cards. I would like to do 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon. Thank you very much. So now we've done... Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail here, I think. We have another Puzzle of Time here. So let's go ahead and play both of our Puzzles of Time out. I would like to put 2 cards from my discard pile into my hand. Don't mind if it does. I think I want at least 1 Devolution Spray, so it'll knock out one of my opponent's benched Pokemon. Super Scoop Up would be okay here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the Super Scoop Up, so that way I can go ahead and... Actually, Super Scoop Up would be ideal, because then I could pick this up and then put this into play here. So yeah, so I think I want the Super Scoop Up and a Trainer Mail, perhaps. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's do the Super Scoop Up and the Trainer Mail. The Trainer Mail gives us a backup plan in case the Super Scoop Up coin flip loses. We lost the coin flip there, so let's go ahead and Trainer Mail. We can find a Hypnotic Laser. That's not bad. I guess we need energy for this at some point, too. Alright, so let's Hypnotic Laser, which poisons my opponent's Pokemon, and we flip a coin. If heads, it's asleep as well. Let's go ahead and Bicycle and drop to 4 cards in our hand. And then let's Ultra Ball and discard these 2 cards and go get another Shaymin out of our deck. And then we'll go ahead and play this PlusPower here. We'll drop till we have 6 cards in our hand. Let me go ahead and put this on the Latios here, and then we can Super Scoop Up, possibly. Aha! We get to pick up this Forretress. So then we get to put our Pokemon that can attack up here. And then we can play Pineco, and then play this Forretress out, which will deal 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon, which will knock out the Staryu that's on their bench. So we get to collect a prize card here. Red card. Flip the coins if heads. Switch with one of their... Nope, don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and Acro Bike here. Super Scoop Up. Yes, please, because Super Scoop Up lets us keep going. Heads. Do I want to grab the Forretress back or grab the Shaymin? The Shaymin will let us draw more cards. I almost feel like I just want a Forretress, though, and then probably attack this turn, and then we can just attack, put the other double dragon energy on it next turn and attack again. I'd like to... Alright, a Scoop Up Cyclone here, yep. And so this is a special type, so the one Scoop Up, we have to flip a coin to do it. This one is an Ace spec, which means you can only have 1 copy of it in your deck. I would like to do damage to my opponent's Pokemon. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use the fast rate here real quick. This is expanded. I don't think I want a red card. I don't know the quality of my opponent's hand right now. 90, so then it went to 150. So it's still asleep, and it's at 160 now. Wish I could have gotten 10 more points of damage in there. Oh no! Is he going to be able to knock out my Pokemon? He might be able to knock my guy out. Yeah, this is one of the more expensive staples in the format right now. Alright, so this got a Fighting Fury belt on it. Search your deck for a card. Yeah, let's flip here. Heads. Alright, what cards are left in my deck, and do any of them do anything relevant? Questions of the ages. I think I'm just going to put roller skates on top of my deck here. That seems fine. I can put the second dragon energy on here, and then go ahead and light pulse and knock this out. Okay. To be fair, 250 to 300 is expensive for Pokemon, but like compared to like if you're coming from Magic, it's not that much money. So this has a Fighting Fury belt on it. That's what this item means. So this has plus 40 health and its attacks do plus 10 damage. So I think we're actually just going to get knocked out here. No, his last guy had a Fighting Fury belt on it too. All right, so let's start with roller skates here. Tails, that's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna catch her here. Yeah, definitely gonna catch her to start. Tails, that's unfortunate. Play red card here, get rid of their hand, give them 4 new cards. I can AZ and pick up my Shaymin and draw a bunch of new cards. That seems fine. I like to draw until I have 6 cards in my hand, of course. Alright, and then we can Trainer Mail. There's 5 cards left in my deck. Let's see. I guess I can battle Compressor and see what they are. I got a Devolution Spray. I don't need another... And maybe I do want another energy, actually. I don't need an Ultra Ball. Done. Yeah, okay. So if they knock this out, I have another Latios and then 2 energies. So let's go ahead and put this on here. I would like to put a damage counter on each of their Pokemon. Thank you. So this is at 170 right now, but it can't attack next turn. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do Light Pulse. We might, like, actually win a game that, like, went past turn 2 in this. Oh, jeez, what did he just do? Oh, he switched it and then switched it back so we can knock my guy out. That's pretty good. Oh, this is why he's using Starmie. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from your hand if you put 2 basic energy from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's why there's Starmies in their deck. Alright, so I think we're going to slide this Forretress out here. He gets 2 prizes. We're going to slide this Forretress out. Alright, so we're going to try and roller skates and pick up our deck here, which we do. And then I can play this here, and I can put this on here. And then I can... Yeah, we're just going to lose because we can't draw cards. I could maintenance and put a card back in my deck, but that still doesn't really do anything. GG, opponent. Alright, let's try again. Hopefully be on the play this time. This deck's sweet. This deck's probably not very good, but it's amusing. And it's doing sweet things. And that's all I really want to... That's all I really want from my card games, right? Especially when I'm just, like, playing at home on the computer. It's just like, I want to be amused, and I want to do sweet things. I lost the coin flip. Of course. I hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Friday here with me while we battle some Pokemon TCG here on the channel. If it's your first time by, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We stream all sorts of digital and other card games on this channel. If you're enjoying the content, I appreciate it if you show that support with a follow or subscribe buttons on the stream there. If you missed any of this stream or any of my other streams, you can find the archives of those streams on my YouTube channel, which is also linked in the channel information. I break everything up on there by games. If you just care about Pokemon content or just particular decks, you can look and watch just the videos you care about. A couple of hands here without basics in them, so we're going to go ahead and mulligan those. This is my 4th or 5th Pokemon stream, so you can find a few of those in the archives. I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Road in Standard and Expanded. Shaymin as the opener is a little bit poop, but that's fine. Got all these bench Pokemon that our Forretress is going to mow down like nobody's business. Search for a trainer card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Alright, survey says. Hopefully we're going to get to red our opponent this turn. Scorched Earth. Oh, they get to play that right away. They can discard a fire or fighting energy to draw 2 cards. If Tails this attack does nothing, Lido must evolve into Litleo? 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 He's lit AF. He's lit LEO. Lit LEO. Got it. Got it. Good. Put a DCE on the Fennekin here. Ooh, that's sweet. Hopefully we can just knock this out this turn. Alright, so what are we doing here? Let's start by doing the Forest of Giant Plants. And then let's try to roller skate. Draw 3 cards. Do I want a Trainer Mail to start here? Let's Trainer Mail. Reserved Ticket. Okay, we can flip a coin and put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Let's grab some more roller skates here. Just keep stacking up cards in our hand. Draw 3. Alright, there's a Shaymin. Let's reserve ticket. See if that works. God, we are running so hot. All right, so what are we getting with this reserve ticket? Something specific that's real good, right? Oh, my ace spec isn't in here, is it? That's unfortunate. Oh, crap. Are they both in our prizes? Oh crap, they're both that's okay, that's not good. Both of the shit. Both of the guys that actually attack are in our prize cards. Okay, don't panic. Ultra Ball. Discard these 2. Grab that. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't panic. Play Shaymin. Yeah, I don't know if we could actually win here or not. Draw some cards. Super Scoop Up, I guess. Tails. Play another Shaymin. Draw 2 cards. Super Scoop Up. Alright, heads. Pick that up. Play Puzzles of Time and just put these back in any old order here so we can... we're playing like 1 or 2 more of this and hopefully win a coin flip or 2. Turns out that when a deck looks like Goblin Charbelcher in another game, it's probably about as consistent as Goblin Charbelcher is in Legacy. God, what a savage! We shouldn't play decks to care about the coin flip, because when we do, we just get destroyed by it. Okay, we have Latioses in our deck this time around. That's a good step up from last time. Tools don't have an effect. That's fine. We really don't care. Tails never fails. My next paper magic event, I am playing a local event next month in here in he didn't have another bench Pokemon, so we might actually get him here. Let's go ahead and put this on here and then use the Ultra Ball here and bin these 2. Go grab Shaymin. If just Shaymin's good, we might be able to just win the game here. My next major Magic event is the Modern Open in what's it called? I'm blanking on the name right now. The Modern Open in I think we're binning Recycle and Latios and just go getting another Shaymin here. I want the Devolution Sprays because they deal 10 points of damage each, basically. The Modern Open in Indianapolis in February is my next Magic event. I'm not going to play a ton of Magic this next year. The SCG Tour scaled back. Alrighty, well, roller skates, please. Please? Oh, that's sad. Alright, Shaymin, please? Shaymin, please? I need a Pineco. Alrighty, well. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, fast trade. Alright, we got him for 50, and then they got 10 more off the poison. So, he woke up. That's unfortunate. We did a lot of stuff, but our stuff kind of petered out there. Opponent concedes. Alright, their hand was worse than ours. We were thoroughly ready to be devolved. The stream devolved pretty quickly there at the end. This deck's great, Ryan. Thank you for building it. We won the coin flip! We won the coin flip! Hopefully we have a good hand. Not this hand, though, because we get to, redraw here. Hopefully we have a good hand and our opponent only has a single Pokemon to put into play. That would be ideal. We can string them up by the string cheese. Yeah, and it's not even just like, it's not even just that SCG scaling back. It's also that like Magic's current formats are not particularly enjoyable. Their current standard and modern formats are not great, which are the two main formats that I play. So actually, main formats everyone plays really. Okay, so Trainer Mail and just grab Acro Bike, which is some redraws. We can Trainer Mail again. Probably gonna Ultra Ball for a Shaymin here at some point. Yeah, Hypnotic Laser's fine. Does 10 damage to my opponent's Pokemon. The old Team Plasma card here. Alright. Yeah, and you sleepy too. Shh, go to sleep, little Yevadel. Now here's, do I want the ticket or the red card? I think I want the ticket. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball first here. I'm going to Ultra Ball, bin this and this, grab Shaymin. There's only 2 Shaymins in my deck. That's rough. I mean, we honestly don't know looks. I would just appreciate if they managed Modern a little bit again. So we've won our coin flip here. So what do I want to get with Reserved Ticket? Do I want to just get the Stadium? I think I want to just snag the Stadium here. Although I guess I also kind of want to get... I also kind of want to get Latios. And there's only one Latios in the deck right now, so yeah, I should get that one. Yep, yeah, exactly. Like I really enjoyed playing Legacy, like when I played Alurin at the Players Championship, but I'm gonna play one more of these. I'm tired of people conceding when they're gonna just lose in the first turn. If you're gonna go digging, should I Compressor first? Never not heads. Rats. No basics. Opponent also doesn't have any basics. Wally. Search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of your things. Level Ball. And as long as this is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't play any items from his or her hand. Well, that's annoying. Special Psychic. Ultra Ball. Sure. I never understood the need to put real cards, especially expensive real cards, into cubes. Like, if I was going to, like, cube on the regular and, like, own a cube, I would definitely just, like, Kinko's it out. That seems fine. We're not putting that on my bench. My opponent's playing the best deck in Expanded. Well, I mean, clearly we're about to destroy them. Oh, these Wobbuffets have so much health. Why do these have so much health? What does this do? As long as Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon has play no except for Psychic. Wow, that's really good. This hand doesn't actually do anything, does it? I can't play item cards? That's so sad. I just wanted to play item cards. All right, we're gonna try one more. I want just combo one more time. Combo, baby, one more time. Ooh, ooh. All right. We're on the play for the last one here. Death in Texas. Sure, see, I understand that reference. I understood that reference. Aha. Oh, jeez, well, this is not good. This hand is less than stellar. Probably going to maintenance these two back into the deck on one here. This maintenance is going to have to find something good. I get to draw a card too. And we draw into the Ultra Ball. I never didn't have it. Let's maintenance these two away and see what we get here. Okay, that's not bad. Let's put that into play. And then let's Ultra Ball, ditch these two, grab Shaymin. Then we can Hypnotic Laser my opponent, and then Shaymin and draw 6. Why, yes, I would like to drop 6 cards in my hand. Thank you for asking. What do we got here? Oh, we got pieces of Puzzles of Time. God, that's great. The Super Scoop Up. Let's go ahead and Bike to start here. Another Bicycle. Yeah, I guess Bicycle's fine. Can go ahead and Puzzles of Time here. Put 2 cards from my hand. Get Acro Bike back. And get an Ultra Ball. Let's go ahead and Acro Bike and see what we get. Forretress, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and Forretress to evolve this. I would like to put 10 damage on each of my opponent's Pokemon. Thank you for asking. Let's Ultra Ball and ditch these two. Shubado with the Twitch Prime subscription. Shooby-dooby-doo. Shooby-dooby-doo? Shooby-dooby-doo, I think, is actually how I should pronounce that. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. I really appreciate that. Subscriptions are the best way you can show your support for the stream, so thank you. What does battle compressoring into extra puzzles do? Oh, I could have battle compressored and gotten back anything I wanted. Sure. That's fair. I accept that I am dumb. I'll take a Bike. I would have taken an extra card out of my hand, but I guess I had an extra card in this Bicycle, technically. Tail. Let's go ahead and Acro Bike. Look at top 2 cards. Grab some roller skates here. Let's go ahead and play these roller skates. Heads. Draw 3 more cards. Let's go ahead and Devolution Spray this. Each of these Devolution Sprays are worth 10 points of damage, because every time we evolve this, it does 10 points of damage. Look at that sweet, sweet animation. Oh no, oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. Accidentally grabbed the bottom of my application window there and made it smaller. I'll do that. I would like to deal damage to your guy. Let's go ahead and AZ and pick this up, which will allow me to put my Latios into play here. Let's go ahead and play this, and play this. Do 10 damage to each of my opponent's Pokemon. Correct. This is literally Storm. Yep, just literally Storm. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail here. Huh. I guess I just like grab, oh, you know, I don't want to draw another one of those. Let's grab that. And then I can, oh, this is sweet. So I can Ultra Ball, discarding this and Ultra Ball and grab the other Forretress that's in my deck, and then I can Pineco into the next Forretress and deal 10 points of damage, and then I can Bicycle and draw 4 cards. Alright, and then we can Devolution Spray this. That's kind of unfortunate that we drew these 2 cards and I'm out of bench slots. Go ahead and play this and do 10 more damage to my opponent's Pokemon. Then we can Bicycle and draw some more cards. And we can Max Power, and then we can Trainer Mail. Scoop Up Cyclone. Yep, that seems fine. And now the question becomes, what's better to do here? Is Shaymin just better since it drew 4 cards? Maybe. So I can pick this Shaymin up and draw 4 cards with it. Let's see if that's better than just doing 10 points of damage. Draw a bunch of cards here, and then I can go ahead and Trainer Mail and see what we've got left in here. Red card. Yep, red card's going to go ahead and shuffle their hand into their deck and draw them 4 cards. So they'll have 2 less cards in their opener, basically. I'm going to go ahead and try and Super Scoop Up Tails. That's fine. Let's go ahead and attack. Fast raid. Do 70, and then it takes a little bit more. All right, we didn't quite get them, but we got them part of the way there. See what their leftovers are like here. This is 180 health total, so it's dead next turn likely, unless they have a bench plus a float stone. Ah, there's the float stone. Oh no! Out. I believe. I believe we can no longer win. All right, I can. Oh, I can't put this on here. All right, well, let's look at the top 3 cards of our deck. All right, what's their chance here? So these are the only cards in our deck right now. So let's do this. Yep. Because this recycle needs to hit us something real good. So if we hit heads on the recycle, we might be able to win this. No, play with your son. All right, well, recycle, you are our only hope. No! All right, well, that's enough of this. We're gonna play some real Pokemon now.